No one knew what to expect when the Titans added lacrosse, the first school in the state to field a Division I varsity lacrosse team. But what did happen was a girl from Canada took not only the school, but the NCAA by storm, helping usher in the brand new sport to the Motor City. Emily Boissonneault arrived in Detroit and was part of the very first team in 2009. And when her career was over, she not only set the standard for all Titans to follow, but etched her name in the NCAA record books as she ended her career with 242 goals, tying for 13th in NCAA history, and 157 turnovers, tied for 7th in the Division I record books. She also held the school record with 272 points and 193 career ground balls and is still the Titan leader with 52 free position goals. A four-time All-League honoree, she made an immediate impact right from the start, scoring 5 goals in the Titans' first ever game, a 20-1 win over Howard on the road. And someone who would go on to make history started it all with the first ever lacrosse goal in program history just a minute and a half into the contest. She went on to earn National Lacrosse Conference Attack MVP honors and was named to the Women'sLacrosse.com All-Rookie team after leading the team with 57 goals and 57 points, along with 27 draw controls. She also set a record with 9 goals against Presbyterian, a record that is still tied for first today. As a sophomore, she upped those offensive accolades to 83 points, topping the team with 68 goals and 15 assists, while recording a team-high 46 caused turnovers, ranking top 20 in the nation in several statistics, including 7th in goals, 11th in points, and 3rd in caused turnovers per game. As a senior, she took home the university's President's Award, given to the most outstanding senior student athletes who demonstrate what it means to be a true Titan, as she led the NLC with 38 caused turnovers, which ranked 5th in the nation with 2.24 per game, while placing 2nd in the team and in the league with 54 goals, a number that was 15th in the nation. Her versatility was shown on the year throughout the season, as she was tabbed with the NLC Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week during the regular season and recorded 9 hat tricks with 5 games of 5 or more goals. A model student athlete and an active member of SAAC, serving as the vice president as a senior, she was a 4-time member of the Athletic Director's Honor Roll and was also a member of the NLC All-Academic Team. She was also chosen to attend the NCAA Student Athlete Leadership Forum prior to her senior campaign. After graduation, she took her game to the national stage, playing for her country as a member of Team Canada and winning 3 silver medals, the best international finishes in Canada's lacrosse history, and just recently served as an assistant coach at the World Games in 2019. She also played professionally in the United Women's Lacrosse League. Her collegiate coaching career has also seen some big moments, as she helped James Madison to a national title in 2018 as an assistant coach, and in 2019, she was named the first head coach at the University of Pittsburgh for women's lacrosse. Being a first is nothing new for this Titan, and tonight is just another example, as she is the first lacrosse player to receive this highest honor. Congratulations, Emily Boissonneault, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The legendary Titan fencing team has had its share of great student athletes, and one of those is none other than Mike Boykins. A 4-year letter winner and a 2-time All-American at sabre, he posted 120 wins in his career. He made an immediate impact as a freshman, taking 3rd place at the Great Lakes Championship, a competition that saw 3 of the top 5 ranked fencers in the NCAA at the time. Boykins then tallied a 42-6 record as a sophomore and claimed 12th at the NCAA Championship before improving his posting to 7th as a junior, where he was 35-5 overall. With that 7th place finish, he helped the Titans to 16th in the nation. His senior year saw him rank among the top sabres in the nation and earned him another NCAA All-American status. He went on to earn his doctorate in pediatric medicine and has been in that field for the past 30 years. Boykins was an accomplished fencer, but he has taken on a new sport, serving as the head coach of the women's bowling team at Jackson State and leading the squad to the SWAC championship in 2016. In 2016, he was also named a vice president of the National Bowling Association. The Titan fencing team has seen its share of All-Americans, and just like the others, this Titan took his success in competition and continues to shine as a proud member of the community. Congratulations, Dr. Mike Boykins, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. Success in athletics and academics is something that the University of Detroit Mercy has been praised for over the years, and there may not be a better example of that than Ablai Kamara. A native of Conakry, Guinea, he was a 4-year starter and was named to the All-Horizon League first team 3 times and garnered all newcomer accolades as a freshman. He was also a 2-time selection to the Horizon League All-Tournament team. Kamara's name can be found all over the Titan record book, as he left the program second with 36 career goals and 98 points, and third with 26 assists. With him leading the offense, the Titans tallied 40 wins in his time, including 14 wins as a senior, tied for the second most in school history with a trip to the Horizon League Championship. He had an outstanding freshman campaign, leading the squad with 7 assists and finishing tied for third in scoring with 15 points. As a sophomore, he helped the team post a winning record for the first time in 5 seasons, as he was second on the team with a career-best 12 goals, 8 assists, and 32 points, ranking among the top 10 in 9 Horizon League statistical categories. He took his game a step further as an upperclassman, earning first-team All-Horizon League again and third-team All-Region as a junior, as he accounted for 42% of Detroit Mercy's offense and had his hand in 14 of the Titans' 33 goals, notching 9 goals and 6 assists, and then finishing his career in style with 11 goals and 5 assists and leading the team to a school record 8-game winning streak and 14 wins on a ride to the Horizon League Championship appearance. In the classroom, he was a 3-time academic All-District honoree and a 2-time academic All-American. He was the President's Award winner as a senior, which is given to the most outstanding senior student athlete who demonstrates what it means to be a true Titan. And he earned the Arthur Ashe Jr. Sports Scholar Award following the conclusion of his playing career. That allowed him to graduate with a number of degrees from the university, including one in economics, a certificate in business, an MBA from Detroit Mercy, and a master's in financial economics, and later a PhD from Wayne State University. The university strives to produce student athletes who make a difference during their career and following graduation, and for this Titan, he might have come a long way, but he ended up being the true definition of the red, white, and blue. Congratulations, Ablai Kamara, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The history of Titan basketball has seen some of the best scorers in the nation, and those players have usually taken the team to new heights, and that is certainly true for Willie Green. A Detroit native, Green was a part of 4 winning seasons from 1999 to 2003, including a pair of 20-win campaigns and 2 postseason appearances. As a sophomore, Green helped Detroit Mercy reach the semifinals of the NIT as the red, white, and blue knocked out Bradley, Connecticut, and Dayton, all on the road, as the Titans made their way to the Big Apple in Madison Square Garden. They would end the season by tying a school record with 25 wins and would come back the next season to post 18 wins and qualify for the NIT. Green is still 4th all-time in scoring with 1,779 points, which includes 678 points as a senior, 9th in the Titan record books. As a senior, he was an AP Honorable Mention All-American and the Horizon League Player of the Year after averaging a league-best 22.6 points per game, the 12th highest in school history. In his career, he was also tabbed to the Horizon League All-Newcomer team as a freshman and was second-team All-League as a junior. As a senior, he led the team in scoring in 24 of the 30 games with 21 20-point games, 5 30-point contests, and a pair of 40-point outings, including a career-best 43 points at UIC, the 6th most in school history. Green was selected in the second round, 41st overall, of the 2003 NBA draft by the Seattle Supersonics and was later traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. He would go on to play 7 of his 12 NBA seasons with Philadelphia, averaging a career-high 12.4 points per game in 2007-2008 and 11.3 points in 2006-2007. He also played for the New Orleans Hornets, Atlanta Hawks, Los Angeles Clippers, and the Orlando Magic. He finished his NBA career playing in 731 games with 297 starts, tallying 8.3 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 1.3 assists, while shooting 42.5% from the field, 34.6% from behind the arc, and 76.5% from the free throw line. He posted at least 20 points in 37 games with a career-best 37 as a member of the 76ers. Green has now turned his attention to coaching as he is in his first year as an assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns after spending 3 years as an assistant coach for player development with the Golden State Warriors and a summer working with the Los Angeles Clippers NBA Summer League in Las Vegas. In his time with the Warriors, he was part of Golden State's dynasty as the team went 182-64 during the regular season and won a pair of NBA titles in 2017 and 2018, while also reaching the finals in 2019. A kid from Cooley High School realized his dream and much more, going on to play in the NBA and stay a part of the game he loves as a coach, and it all started right here in Callahan Hall. Congratulations, Willie Green, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The Titan softball program started in the late 70s, but by the end of its first 10 years, U of D was becoming a dominant program, and one of those standout players leading the way was Stephanie Hayes. She was a part of 2 regular season championships and 2 conference tournament title teams as the Titans won it all her freshman year with a win over Notre Dame and a pair over St. Louis, and again in her senior year as the Red, White, and Blue defeated Notre Dame in the semifinals and again in the championship. In her time, the Titans posted 4 straight winning seasons, a 135-72 overall record, 3 30-win campaigns, and a school record 39 wins in 1991. Hayes made an immediate impact on all those teams as she was selected first team All-League in all 4 seasons, with her last 3 coming at third base. As a freshman, she hit over 300, and in the championship game, she provided the go-ahead RBI against St. Louis. The following season, she hit an amazing .361 and drove in 26 runs en route to being honored on the All-Region second team. It didn't stop there as she led the team in RBIs as a junior, knocking in 32 teammates as the Titans set a school record in wins. When she graduated, she was the all-time leader with 95 RBIs and 161 total hits, which is now still third in the record book, and she posted a phenomenal .972 field percentage at the hot corner. Great teams are led by great players, and championship ball clubs always seem to have that third baseman that can do it all, and for the Titans, it was number 26. Congratulations, Stephanie Hayes, on your induction to the Titan Hall of Fame. Everyone wants to be part of a turnaround, and for Eli Holman, he was a big piece in the rise of the Titans back to the top of the Horizon League and into the NCAA tournament. He was part of the biggest turnaround in school history as Detroit Mercy went from 7-23 in 08-09 to 20-14 the following year, and a trip to the Horizon League Championship semifinals and to an eventual championship and NCAA tournament bid as a senior. He was the 34th player in school history to reach 1,000 career points as he averaged 11.5 points and 8.6 rebounds with 29 double-doubles in his 3 years, while shooting a school record 61% from the field. He was also one of the best defensive players in the league as his 163 blocks in the Motor City stands second in school history. In his first season with the Titans, he was named to the All-Newcomer team and was honored with the Norm Swanson Top Newcomer Award, as well as the Larry Doyle Most Dedicated Titan accolade at the annual team banquet after averaging 11.8 points and a team and Horizon League best 8.9 rebounds per game. He posted 11 double-doubles on the season and was in double figures in scoring 22 times, while pulling down double digits in rebounds 12 times and recorded 3 or more blocks in 14 games. His 2.5 blocks per game led the Horizon League and was third in school history, while his 77 total blocks were the fourth most in a single season in the record book. He grabbed a career-high 18 caroms versus Milwaukee and tied a career mark with 6 blocks at Loyola during conference play, and was the MVP of the 2K Sports Classic Coaches vs. Cancer Albany Sub-Regional after averaging 16.6 points, 12.3 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game as the Titans defeated Robert Morris, Albany, and Alcorn State, all by double digits. As a junior, he was selected the team's Robert Callahan Most Valuable Player and was an All-Horizon League second-team honoree and a member of the All-Defensive Team, as well as a CollegeInsider.com Mid-Major Defensive All-American selection after topping the league in both offensive and defensive rebounds and tallying a Horizon League best 13 double-doubles. It all came together in his final campaign, as he was the Horizon League's 6th Player of the Year and selected as one of the 21 honorees on the 2012 CollegeInsider.com Mid-Major Defensive All-America team. He averaged 10.8 points and 7 rebounds per game and led the team in field goal percentage and rebounding, while finishing second with 35 total blocks. In the championship run, he started the tournament with a team-high 20 points against Loyola in the first round, and then had a double-double with 11 points and 10 boards against Youngstown State in the quarterfinals. In the NCAA tournament, he ended his career as the big man he was for 3 years, posting another double-double with 11 points and 10 rebounds against nationally ranked Kansas. Following his graduation, he played in the NBA Summer League and has had an outstanding career playing overseas as one of the best players in China. A big man with a big smile was exactly what the Titans needed to turn around the program in the late 2000s, and Holman has turned things around his entire life since he was a top 100 prospect coming out of Richmond High School. Congratulations, Eli Holman, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The Titans of the early 2000s had a lot of talent on the track, but it was in the field where this student athlete dominated, becoming one of the best throwers in the history of the Horizon League. That dominance came in competition and in the classroom for Andrea Coppola. Coppola, who won over 20 events in her collegiate career, was the Horizon League Field Newcomer of the Year in 2002 for both indoor and outdoor track, and was tabbed the Outstanding Field Performer for indoor and outdoor in 2004. She helped the Titans win the 2002 Conference Team Indoor title, as well as 3 additional runner-up efforts in outdoor and indoor. She won the weight throw 3 times in her collegiate career, and the hammer 3 times as well. One of just 2 Horizon League athletes to win those events at least 3 times. Coppola was a 3-time NCAA regional qualifier, earning 16th in the hammer in 2004. She is still the Titan record holder in the weight with a toss of 59 feet 5 inches as a senior in 2005, and left as the school record holder in the hammer at 177 feet 9 inches, a mark that is now second in program history. She was also a model student athlete, earning 3 USTF-CCCA All-American accolades, the only student athlete in program history to receive that honor 3 times. She was also a multiple recipient of the Horizon League All-Academic Team and Honor Roll and the Titan Athletic Director's Honor Roll. She was honored with a 2005 Detroit Mercy President's Award, given to graduating seniors who have shown academic and athletic excellence, who are leaders on and off the field, and represent the true essence of being a Titan student athlete. She graduated with honors in electronic critique in 2005 and earned her MBA in 2007. She was also a team leader and a role model for all of her teammates to look up to, and an active member of campus and a member of SAAC. The Titans have a talented history in the sport of track and field, and in the 2000s, there was no one better at her event than the thrower from St. Anne's High School in Ontario. Congratulations, Andrea Coppola Humphrey, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The Titan football teams always had dynamic players, And in the mid-50s, one of the top players in the Missouri Valley Conference and the nation was none other than Lee Riley. For 2 straight years, Riley was a unanimous choice for all Missouri Valley Conference honors as a running back. He was second in scoring on the team as a junior as he topped the Missouri Valley Conference with 374 receiving yards. He was also one of the best punt and kick returners in his 3 years as he averaged nearly 11 yards a return on punts and 28.4 yards on kick returns. He was known as the Iron Man for the Titans as he never missed a game and played both offense and defense and almost never left the field. He played the full 60 minutes in 9 games and averaged 52 minutes of playing time in his 28 games. As a senior, he even had to take over the punting duties and averaged 32.9 yards a kick. Overall, he tallied 1,060 yards rushing and 602 yards receiving with 7 interceptions and 18 touchdowns. He would go on to be drafted in the 4th round of the 1955 NFL Draft, the 5th highest NFL draft pick in school history, and played in the NFL for the Detroit Lions, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the New York Giants, and in the American Football League for the New York Titans. In his last year of professional football, he led the AFL in interceptions. The Titans scored a touchdown when St. Bonaventure dropped a football in 1951, and that touchdown was scored by one of the best players in the country, lining up at both offense and defense for U of D. Congratulations, Lee Riley, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The start of women's basketball at the university saw some of the best players in the city either stay or make their way to U of D to finish out a great career, and that is exactly what happened for Lydia Johnson. She joined the team in the program's 2nd year in 78-79 and played 2 seasons after transferring from a community college, and during those 2 years, the Titans ascended to dominant status with a 52-12 overall record, 2 state titles, and an appearance in the AIAW National Tournament, the precursor to the NCAA Tournament. In her 2 years, she tallied 12.7 points and 10.6 rebounds per game, one of only 2 Titans in school history to average a double-double, to go with 89 blocks and 84 steals. In her first year, she helped the Titans to a school record 27 wins as U of D knocked off every in-state school on its schedule, including a pair of victories over Michigan and Michigan State and wins over Indiana and Ohio State. As a senior, she rose to national status, earning All-American, All-State, and All-Region accolades after posting 15.3 points and 11.7 rebounds, shooting 50% from the field, and recording 48 steals and 42 blocks. Her 364 caroms and 11.7 rebounds per game in 1979-1980 both ranked 3rd all-time in Titan history, and with all those numbers, she was named one of the 32 finalists for the Wade Trophy, which honors the most outstanding collegiate women's basketball player in the country. In her final year, the Titans went 25-8 and earned a berth into the AIAW National Tournament, one of only 3 national tournament appearances in the history of the Titan women's basketball program. She would later go on to play in the Women's Professional Basketball League, the first pro-women's basketball league in the United States, and was most recently honored as a trailblazer of the game at the 2018 Women's Basketball Hall of Fame ceremony, which included WNBA players Chimika Holsqua, Tina Thompson, and Katie Smith. From Mackenzie High School, Johnson was one of the top players in the city, and it was only fitting that she not only came to U of D, but helped elevate the program to legendary status. Congratulations, Lydia Johnson, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. The name Russell and basketball are synonymous with greatness in the state of Michigan, and Frank Russell was a big reason why that is the case. The brother of Campy and Walker Russell, Frank made a name for himself as one of the best scorers in the country for U of D as he followed in the footsteps of such standouts as Dave DeBuscher and Spencer Haywood. In his 3 seasons with the Titans, he tallied 1,188 points, which was 7th in school history when he graduated. He helped bring the Titans back to national prominence, taking the team from 7-18 in his first year to 18-6 as a senior, with wins over Xavier, Boston College, Dayton, and a crushing of number 2 and previously unbeaten Marquette University. In his first year as a Titan, he led the team in scoring with 15.5 points per game and upped that to 15.8 as a junior and 16.2 as a senior. That senior season saw Marquette visit Callahan Hall late in the year at 22-0 and ranked number 2 in the country. But Russell hit all 7 of his shots from the field and finished with 16 points, and the Titans routed the Warriors 70-49. He was drafted by the Chicago Bulls in the 3rd round of the 1972 draft and played in 23 games during the 71-72 season, scoring his career-high 11 points in a visit to Detroit. After his career was over, he dedicated himself to helping the public and was a youth advisor for his hometown city of Pontiac before going to attend law school at Texas Southern University. After that, he founded the Youth Development Institute in Pontiac, where he helped plan, develop, and implement programs and projects that are designed to help youth and adults reach their full potential. He also worked at Oakland County in Human Resources for over 30 years and helped found the Pontiac News, dedicated to providing balanced news about the county of Oakland, the region, and surrounding counties. A Titan of legendary status on the court and in the community, he helped bring the Titans back to prominent status, just like he helped the youth in his community and served his hometown of Pontiac. Congratulations, Frank Russell, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. A dynasty usually starts with a great player, and for the University of Detroit Mercy women's golf team, that great player to lift the Titans to their first ever championship and NCAA regionals appearance was Elena Stefan. She made her mark as not only one of the best players in Titan history, but in the entire Horizon League. A 2-time All-Horizon League selection and a 2-time All-Tournament performer, she took over the reins as the number 1 player for Detroit Mercy as a sophomore and led the team in scoring average for 3 straight years, ending her career as the all-time leader in career average and holding the top spot for a single-season mark. She also posted 29 top 20 efforts, 17 top 10 finishes, and won 7 tournaments, a record at the time of her graduation. In her senior year, she was honored as the 2011 President's Award winner, given to the most outstanding senior student athletes who demonstrate what it means to be a true Titan. In that senior campaign, she put the finishing touches on a brilliant career with a career-best 79.3 average with 13 of her 27 rounds in the 70s and was a top Titan in 10 of Detroit Mercy's 12 events, finishing in the top 10 7 times and in the top 5 4 times with 3 wins. As a freshman, she was one of 3 Titans to play in all 24 rounds, but she came into her own as a sophomore, leading the team with an 80.4 average and winning her first event in the Chicago State Fall Invitational. But it was the magic of her junior season that catapulted her into legendary status as she became the first Titan to win the Horizon League tournament as an individual, and that helped the Titans win it all for the first time in school history. Stefan claimed medalist honors with a career and school record 226, and the red, white, and blue set a school record with an opening round 300 in tough conditions to win the title, carding a 943 team score at the Kearney Hill Links in Lexington, Kentucky, the site of the 1997 U.S. Women's Amateur Public Links Championship. The victory sent the Titans to their first NCAA field, the first Horizon League team to ever appear in the Women's Golf Regional at the Central Regional at Otter Creek Golf Club in Columbus, Indiana, where Stefan wrapped up her career leading the Titans once again. A great golfer on the course, she was a true student athlete in the classroom, as she was a 4-time member of the Athletic Director's Honor Roll, a 3-time member of the Horizon League Fall and Spring Honor Roll, and a 2-time recipient of the Women's Golf Coaches Association All-American Scholar Team. Nothing says golf more than a hole-in-one. And today, we are witnessing the first Titan ace with the first women's golfer to be enshrined among the greats in school history. Congratulations, Elena Stefan Ryder, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. When people talk about multi-sport athletes, the names Bo Jackson and Deion Sanders come to mind. But for the UAD Titans, that name was Jack Simmons. He played football, basketball, baseball, and ran track, earning 12 varsity letters as a Titan. On the gridiron as a standout lineman, he was an All-American honorable mention as a senior and helped guide the team to 3 straight 6-win seasons. After his freshman year, he joined the Navy and trained as a member of the Scouts and Raiders, a predecessor to today's legendary SEALs. During World War II, his competitive spirits were still high, and he won the Naval Heavyweight Boxing Championship. During a third mission, 2 months before D-Day, checking on German defenses along the Normandy coast, he was wounded by artillery fire and blinded. He came back to the States to a naval hospital on Long Island. One day while walking unattended on the grounds, he stumbled down a hill, hitting his head, knocking himself unconscious. When he awoke, he could see. After he regained his sight, Simmons resumed his academic and athletic career at U of D, earning a degree in journalism while starting in 3 sports. He was drafted in the 22nd round by the Detroit Lions in 1946 and will go on to play in the NFL for 8 seasons for the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Cardinals, and Baltimore Colts, earning a trip to the 1956 Pro Bowl as a member of the Cardinals. He helped the Baltimore Colts to a second-place finish in 1948, as well as Chicago Cardinals in his final year in 1956. The definition of a Titan is an extremely important person, and one that is gigantic in size or power, one that stands out for greatness of achievement. When you look back at his career and what he overcame to get back to school, play sports, graduate, play in the pros, and make a valuable contribution to society, we can only say that this center from Grosse Pointe was born to be a Titan. Congratulations, Jack Simmons, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. When people talk about the great Titan scorers, the names that come to mind are Rashad Phillips, John Long, Spencer Haywood, and Dave DeBuscher. But maybe the first legendary scorer in school history was none other than Guy Sparrow. He would leave UAD holding 18 season and school records. In his first 4 years, he tallied 1,608 points, a school record when he left, and still 9th in school history. He was also the first Titan to average 20 points in a season, as he posted 23.1 as a senior in 1955, guiding the team to 15 wins, its most in the previous 5 seasons. He also pulled down 829 rebounds, 9th in the Titans record book. His last 2 seasons were nothing short of brilliant, recording 19.6 points and 12.1 rebounds as a junior and 18.1 rebounds, 5th in the nation, to go along with his 23.1 points per game in his final campaign. Sparrow would become just the 2nd Titan in program history to be drafted, as the New York Knicks selected him in the 3rd round of the 1955 draft. He played 4 seasons in the NBA for the Knicks and Philadelphia, averaging 11.1 points as a rookie in 1957-58, scoring 24 points in just his 2nd game against Boston, and then lighting up the Celtics again for his career-high 29 later in the year. Even more impressive than the numbers and the accolades is that no one even thought he would have an athletic career. At the age of 13, a rheumatic ailment numbed and nearly paralyzed his legs, and he had to be carried to and from school by his parents. Eventually, braces were put on his legs when he entered high school, and from there, he began to train and eventually earned a spot on the football and basketball team, becoming a star in both sports and earning multiple scholarship offers. Great players often make their mark by accomplishing feats that no one believes are possible, and for this Titan, he went from being carried to carrying his team in just 7 years. Congratulations, Guy Sparrow, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. They often say the heart of the baseball team is the person behind the plate, and for 4 years, that man was Mike Stefanski for the Titans. He was first-team All-League as a senior and second-team as a junior, and ended his career top 10 in school history with a .325 batting average and 162 hits. He would help the Titans to a pair of 30-win campaigns, a regular season championship as a sophomore, and 2 trips to the conference finals. As a sophomore, he posted a .336 batting average with 24 RBI and then came back to hit .325 as a junior, driving in 22 runs. Stefanski would have a monster senior season, hitting .332 with 6 homers and 40 RBI, among the MCC leaders in all 3 statistics. After his Titans career was over, he was selected in the 40th round of the Major League Baseball draft by Milwaukee. In his first professional season, he won the Arizona League batting title in 1991 with a .364 average in 56 games, with 75 hits to go along with 43 RBIs. He would go on to play 9 seasons in the minors and compiled an overall minor league .278 career average with 61 homers and 407 RBIs. When his career was over, he stayed in the game he loved and is now in his 16th year as a coach in the Cincinnati Reds organization and his 6th as the catching coordinator. Calling pitches, getting gear on every game, and becoming a dominant offensive player is one of the hardest things to do in sports. But for the Titans, they had the right man for the job. Congratulations, Mike Stefanski, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame. If you needed a basket, there was one man to call, and he answered that call as a prep and as a Titan, lighting up the scoreboard all of his career and finishing as one of the top scorers in school history. Archie Tullos arrived on campus in 1984, and after scoring just 101 points as a freshman, who would have known that he would etch his name in the offensive record books? The 2-time All-MCC selection would end his career 5th in school history with 1,731 points, including 9th in the nation in scoring as a senior at 25.1 points, which was the 5th highest amount in school history. During that senior season, he was 2nd in the nation in free throw percentage, hitting at 90.8%, 2nd in school history. He helped the Titans make a run as the 6th and final seed, all the way to the MCC Championship, upsetting 3rd-seeded St. Louis and 2nd-seeded Evansville in the process. In that game against Evansville, Tullos scored 41 points and nailed a 3-pointer while being double-teamed with just 2 seconds left in the contest for the win. Yet it was another game during his senior season that became legendary as he staged a showdown with Bradley's Hersey Hawkins, scoring a Titan record 49 points in the contest, connecting on 18 field goals. It was one of 4 40-point games he would tally as a senior. When he graduated, he owned 2 MCC season records by leading the league in 3-point shooting percentage at 41.8% in 86-87 and 90.8% free throw mark in 87-88. He was also 2nd in career free throw percentage at 88.1%, while his 286 field goals as a senior was 6th in the MCC record book. After leaving the Titans, he played in the NBA Summer League, the United States Basketball League, the Continental Basketball League, and the World Basketball League. People might have projected him for stardom ever since he was crowned one-on-one basketball champion in the 6th grade at Heaven Ridge Elementary School. But now he is truly in the hall among the greats in the red, white, and blue. Congratulations, Archie Tullos, on your induction into the Titan Hall of Fame.